Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this week I have a very exciting video. I asked my friends what their aesthetic, vibe, theme, whatever is and to describe it for me. They were really bad at that, but I took what they gave me and added some things that I know about them, from inside jokes and stuff. And I made them mood boards, which are right here. And then I'm going to judge all of them and give them all a rating from 1 to 10. I haven't decided. I know I'm already filming and I can't edit anything, but I haven't decided if I'm going to rank them, who's the best, who's the worst, or if I'm just going to give them a out of 10 rating. 10 out of 10 being the best, obviously. So our topics that we're going to be judging them on, these might not be the best. I came up with these 5 seconds ago. Number 1, overall appeal. How great is it just all together, in my humble opinion? Number 2, comedy factor, because a lot of them have inside jokes. Whose are the funniest? That's the real question. Consistency. Whose overall goes together the best? I have some guesses as to whose goes together the best. All of those are going to be ranked 1 to 10. And then I'm going to rank them just, I guess overall appeal is the same. Whatever. They're going to get a overall grade after each of those. I guess the first one, overall appeal, would be more like initial appeal. Overall, you don't have to change it.
I can.
But overall will be their scores together. What do I think they equal? And then I think at the end I can rate them. I have my sister Jade here to help me. I do have one for her in here, so she doesn't get a say on hers. I mean, she can talk, but I make the final decision on all of them, but especially hers. All right, so without further ado, let's get into it. I put everybody's names in alphabetical order, so if you're wondering how I picked this. All right, and also, this is a vibe check because I put vibe as some of them. So I'll let y'all know if you passed your vibe check. Okay. First of all, we have Carlos. I don't know how well you can see it. All right. So this top black thing up here says, people say I act like I don't care. It's not an act. This has the steps to becoming a saint, but it's really small. I'm not going to read it right now. We've got some essential oils, crime scene cleanup kit, more essential oils, classic profile photo. Not actually him, by the way. He has an iconic mustache. We've got some old men judging children from their porches. We got some binoculars. We've got some rocking chair scenes, to judge children from your porch with. So, yeah, Carlos's vibe. So, Jaden, what are your thoughts on Carlos's vibe? Just in general. Most of this is inside jokes. All he told me was whatever I don't care looks like. So that's what the thing at the top was. The steps to sainthood is in all the questions videos, if you've watched those. If you haven't, go watch them. I'll put a thing. I don't know which side it'll be. I don't remember if it flips or not. But, the little thingy, I'll put that up there. But in all of those videos, or most of those, he's asked, am I a saint? So,
there's a saint.
His steps to sainthood there. The essential oils and judging children and stuff is all inside jokes that we've had for a while. But what are your thoughts, Jade?
I mean, from a distance, so, initial appeal, from a distance, just, for us, at a distance, if you don't know what most of it is, and you're not really paying attention, it kind of looks nice,
Yeah, it does have a nice look.
It's
actually
very neutral colored.
That might just be because I picked the pictures and picked the most aesthetically pleasing pictures that I could find.
I found a couple of them.
Yeah. Yeah, but all the aesthetic-y pictures I found.
Yeah, I found the jokes. You found the aesthetics.
I mean,
kind of.
The aesthetics were also jokes, but he does have a bunch of essential oils that somebody got him for Christmas because obviously. So initial appeal, what are you gonna say? I would say, like you said, it does look nice. Yeah, 1 to 10. Like you said, it does look nice. So I would give it a solid 7 or 8 on that.
That's what I was
think?
thinking. It was a 7.
A 7. All right, go a 7 on initial appeal. Comedy factor. It is literally all jokes.
Yeah, so that's.
So I think that's
9.
a 10 out of 10.
You think?
I think it has the most jokes for sure.
Okay. I know.
And consistency.
It's not very consistent.
It's not super consistent. It's a lot of different things, but it does, like, the colors work together. So I would give it
6?
a 6 or a 7,
6 out of 10.
Yeah, alright. So overall, put overall scores or something. Overall, I think this gets an 8. What do you think? I think it's an 8, because we got a 6, a 7, and a 10. I think overall that's an 8. What do you think?
Sure.
Alright, put that on. Alright, Carlos, you got an 8 overall, which is pretty good. I actually didn't think you'd do that well, honestly.
Even though you did it.
So far, I think you have passed the vibe check. We will see at the end, though, how low you're ranked. Alright, next we've got Jaden's. So Jaden's is fun. This thing here says, look at the stars, and what does it say? I can't read it.
I don't remember.
Look at the stars tonight. I couldn't read the cursive backwards.
Through the paper.
So we've got lots of books and library stuff because she had. This is one of her bookshelves. The other one's right here, but you can't see it.
Yeah, and I've also got books there.
Yeah, she's got books everywhere. So books. She loves books. Her aesthetic is this blue and gold is like her color scheme that she wants to have.
I'm about to repaint my room.
She likes the typewriters and all that antique feel. So I would say the initially looking at it, it is a solid 8, I'd say.
Slightly better than Carlos.
All the colors work together. Oh, I didn't mention the flannel, did I? She wears flannel a lot. You should wear flannel.
You didn't tell me to.
I didn't think about it. So I think overall, our initial response is an 8 because all the colors kind of work together. I wasn't sure how the blue and gold and the antique colors would work together. It actually does pretty well. I'm pretty happy with that. Your comedy factor's not real high. I do think the flannel was kind of a joke because I kind of added that.
2 or 3?
I give you like a 2. Your comedy factor's pretty low.
Yeah.
You were one of the lowest on that. Mm-hmm. Consistency, I give you another solid 8. I do think your overall score with that would end up being a 7. I have no rhyme or reason. Yeah, you got 2 8s and a 2, which is going to take it down a little bit, so it would be a 7.
I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so I have no rhyme or reason to this. I'm just kind of making it up as I go. So overall, Jaden has a 7. Here's your second look at it, because I know you did get to see Carlos's a little bit more. Yeah. All right.
Who's next?
Joey. Joey's is entirely jokes. His comedy factor is probably pretty high, but we'll come back to that. Initial appeal, what do you think, Jaden?
Very low.
All right, so we've got C-3PO because Joey can't straighten his arms all the way, and neither can C-3PO, so they're the same person. We've got a screaming goat. Another inside joke. I don't know how to explain that one to you.
A couple years ago, every time someone looked something up on YouTube to play it, he would always go to screaming goat videos. So
yeah, we've got a guitar because he plays guitar. We've got a burning guitar because that's apparently his aesthetic. It was literally his computer background. That's what he told me when I sent it to him. We got Nacho Libre. Yeah, he loves that movie. We've got brisket because my dad makes brisket a lot and Joey loves it. We've got Fred the fish from SpongeBob because Talitha referred to... Yeah, he does. Talitha referred to him as Fred the fish, or like compared him to him or something. And she stands by that, and I do too. And then we've got these 3 Skeletor memes, which if you can't read them to you, I will say. This one here says, I am love, I am energy, I am a shining light. I hate these memes, they're so dumb. This one says, today my inner vision is clear and focused. And this one says, books are the real treasures of this world. So, he also likes books, so I had to include the book Skeletor meme. I didn't have any book pictures, but book pictures didn't fit his, like, vibe color scheme, so... I also made these, so I feel like all their consistency, I feel like, is going to be decently high, and their initial appeal is going to be decently high, just because I picked what was on it, and I kind of wanted it to look nice, so...
It's a little less neutral, or whatever, than Carlos's was.
Yeah,
So
it doesn't... I don't think the colors match as much, but I do think the colors work. I realized that the red of the background here where it says Joey's vibe is like the same color as the red on the brisket. So that's funny.
It matches the meat.
Yeah, it matches the meat. Maybe the guitar a little bit, but it's closer to the meat color, which is weird.
I'd say a 6. That was 10.
Yeah, okay, I'll agree with a 6. Comedy factor, I think it's literally
10,
all jokes,
10.
so it's also a 10. Consistency,
It's
super random. It is super random, but I do think the colors work, so I'm gonna give it a 5. What do you think?
I was thinking probably 6, because it's kind of the same amount of consistency as Carlos's.
Alright, I'll agree with a 6. So I would say Joey has to get a 7 too, just because his last 2 scores are the same as Carlos, and his top one is lower than Carlos's.
Okay.
I think overall Joey has a 7 out of 10. That's my rating of his vibe. So far, I think everybody has passed the vibe check for the most part. We'll decide at the end.
Kari.
Kari's aesthetic. I think Kari's is actually, like, an aesthetic. Like, yeah. But it's not my aesthetic, I will say that. So we've got all these skulls. A lot of them have flowers. This one's actually on a page of a book. You probably can't tell in the picture.
No.
I'll link the Pinterest board down below. So... in the description.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to make it public. It's private right now. I'm going to make it public by the time the video's up. We've got colorful knives. We've got throwing knives. We've got somebody in heeled black boots stepping on a black skull. We've got a clear light-up skull. We've got a pin with bright, colorful succulents that says, "Fight me." Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so Kari's, I think, initial appeal is at least a 9.
Yeah.
I think it's a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty appealing initially.
Mm-hmm.
Comedy factor, there's some
6?
jokes, but not a lot. Yeah, I'd say a 6 is pretty good. The fight me and the knives are kind of a joke.
Yeah.
But the rest of it's skulls because I couldn't come up with anything else.
5? 4?
Oh yeah, maybe a 4 or 5, whatever you think. Sorry, Kari, you didn't tell me anything at all.
4 or 5?
4.
Okay.
Jaden told me basically everything on her. She helped me make the boards, so
yeah,
I added the flannel myself. Joey, all he would tell me was Skeletor. Oh, you're right. Consistency. It's almost entirely skulls, so I'd say consistency is at least a 9.
I'd probably say a 10. It's very consistent.
You think it's a 10?
With the fighting and knives and skulls.
Yeah, I think it all fits. Yeah, I think you're right. Alright, so we got a 10, a 4, and a 9.
8?
Yeah, I'd say that's an 8. Alright, Kari, your official score is an 8. So I think you have passed the vibe check. For now. I haven't decided everybody yet. Alright, next we have Miracles. I don't know how well you can see it, but there we go. So Miracle gave me actual, like, names of aesthetics. I was like, wow, like, thank you. So she told me cottagecore and dark academia. I couldn't find a lot for the dark academia, but that's also apparently what Jaden sent me a lot of, which she didn't even know that.
What do I know?
But I thought it was actually really cute, and I feel like it all works together. So initial appeal, I'd say at least an 8.
I'd say 8.
You say 8?
Yeah.
Comedy, sadly, Mira, you don't have a lot of comedy on here. Not saying you're not funny, but your aesthetic doesn't have any jokes on it,
She doesn't have any jokes, whereas I did have the flannel, so
I would maybe bump you up to a 3 and give her a 2. Yes. Okay.
But there's no jokes.
Yeah, there's no jokes, but, like, there might be, like, an underlying joke behind the aesthetic she picked. I don't know. And she's a funny person. So I'm going to give her a little bit of... Okay. Consistency, it is super consistent. Like, there's 2 pictures from the Dark Academia, the rest is the cottagecore. but I think
8.
I think it works. So I'd say at least a 9. Yeah. So, Mira, I think you also get an 8. Everybody's getting an 8 out of 10, you know? So, y'all are all passing so far. We'll see by the end. All right, Riley's. Riley, yours cracks me up the most. I will say that right off the bat.
How many of these did I find?
A lot of them. So, all Riley told me...
All of them. I found all of these.
All Riley told me... No, I think I found some of the drum ones.
Did you?
I'm pretty sure I found that one.
Okay.
But all Riley would tell me was Dr. Carlos Garcia is his aesthetic.
Whatever that means.
So, we Google searched Dr. Carlos Garcia, so that's what this thing on top is.
It's a screenshot.
It's just a screenshot of that. He plays bass, so we've got some pictures of a bass. But we've also got the church bass from the Babylon Bee website. You can look that up there and actually see this picture in high quality. But it's really funny and accurate. He also plays drums, so we got some pictures of drums. This picture, like, you can't really tell here, but it, like, weirdly kind of looks like him from the angle that it's at, so I thought I had to include that one. Obviously, we got the O'Reilly meme. Yeah, it's pretty great. For no reason, really. And then we've got 2 pictures from Jesus is a Friend of Mine.
From Sunseed.
Yeah, because... Riley, you, Anastasia, and Nathan are the people I most associate with that song. And then I had to add a little class of 2020 sticker because
He's a graduate.
you graduated. Good job. All right, so initial appeal. Oh, and I have a girlfriend because you have a girlfriend. Lucky you.
Very great.
Nobody else in this group does.
Mina has a boyfriend.
Mina has a boyfriend, and that's it. Nobody else is dating.
We're single.
Lucky you guys. You're graduating and you have significant others. All right, so Riley's overall appeal. I feel like the colors actually work together weirdly.
It's mostly darker colors, but there's a little bit of pink in the little
I don't think it's perfect, but I think 7? It kind of works.
6?
Yeah, I give it a 6 or a 7. Whatever you think.
I'll do 6.
All right, we got a 6. You got a 6 on initial appeal, Riley. Comedy factor, it's like half 5? Jokes, I'd say. So yeah, I'd say 5 or 6 is good.
It's
consistency. It's a lot of different things, but I do feel like
it's a lot of music.
I was gonna say like 90% of it is music,
and then there's just like those few jokes.
Yeah, so I'd say that's at least an 8. Consistency.
I was thinking 7.
You think 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go 7.
So. We got a 5, a 6, and 7. Riley, you might have a 6. That's the lowest so far, which is surprising to me. I thought
the lowest is 6.
I thought you'd have a higher score than most people because of all the jokes. It's because you didn't tell me more than just Dr. Carlos Garcia.
It has said that you can't see it.
Yeah, you can't really see it. It's kind of sad. But I do think a 6 is a passing score still.
5 or up.
Yeah, I'd say 5 or above, you've passed the 5 check.
Well, we're not doing 0, so 6 in it.
We'll see. Alright, Talitha.
Get it closer, they can't see it.
Okay, so obviously Bob Ross. If you know Talitha, you know she likes Bob Ross. Hers is like half meat, half vines. So we got, there's a bee, and these two are both...
say it right.
I'm just saying what it says. These are both the, I'm in my mom's car, broom, broom. Did I say it right that time?
So weird.
Then I am confusion, because I'm not...
You didn't say it right.
Do I have to say them right? There's a bee!
There you go.
Alright, and then she told us goth and preppy. I couldn't find a lot for either of those, weirdly. Like, you'd think you could find that, but you can't. So this is the best we could come up with. I think it works. And there's a lot of bee stuff. And then Flounder, because she played Flounder in our drama performance one time. So, yeah. So, I think...
She wrote a report on bees.
Yeah, she wrote a report on bees, which I may or may not be judging another time. She doesn't even know that yet, so I don't think... I'm gonna maybe judge you guys' writing sometime, so...
It's an idea.
It's a thought. I haven't decided yet. Alright, so... Initial appeal, what do you think? Y'all stop texting me while I'm filming.
Most of it's kind of interesting, but like the face and the fish kind of throw it off, you know? I'm not holding that where you can see it.
I would say it's...
Like, if you get rid of that, it looks nice, you know?
I think the flounder works because the colors tie in, or at least the yellow ties in.
But wasn't that the only thing she, like, sent you a picture of?
That's the only picture she sent me, but nobody else sent me pictures, so I'd say she gets an extra point for that. Thank you, Talath. I'd say initial appeal, at least a 7.
I was saying 6. I think it's a little lower than that.
You think it's lower than Riley's? I think hers is more fun looking, so I'm going to give it a 7 on initial appeal. Comedy factor, it is half fine. It's almost half fine. And one is Flounder from Drama Club, and, like, Drama Club is always a joke. Also, there's a lot of yellow, which is also a Drama Club joke. So I'm going to say this is at least an 8 comedy factor, if not a 9. A 9. I'd say a 9. All right. Consistency, it's kind of random, but I think it kind of works together, so I'm going to say a 6.
6?
A 6.
Whatever.
I think a 6.
Okay.
All right, so we got a 7, a 9, and a 6. I think that's an 8, probably. There's no rhyme or reason.
6.
Yeah.
I think it's a 7 because it's 2 lower numbers.
All right, 7. So, Talitha, your overall score is 7 out of 10.
Hold it where they can see it.
I like it. I really do. So I would have put it up higher.
The numbers.
Okay, and your ratings, like, we've got 8, 7s, whatever. That might not, like, I'm going to rank you guys here in a second. And that, you know, your overall score doesn't necessarily affect how much I like it personally. All right, and last up, we've got Mina. So we've got, this is kind of nothing. This is also kind of nothing. But it took forever to get what I could out of her. So we've got a mic, a very aesthetic-y picture of Mike. Because she sings. We've got guitar and a notebook because she plays guitar and writes songs sometimes. We got the cancer ribbon because she survived cancer. Congrats. That was a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago. You know what I'm talking about.
She's a cancer survivor.
Yes. We got Friends because she likes Friends. We got the good vibe. We've got the good vibe, Stitch, and obviously this is a mood.
Good vibe.
I don't know. We're gonna find out. This is a mood. I'm glad you picked this one, Mina. It was good.
She picked that one?
Yeah. Nice. And then we've got this picture of a hand doing this. And it says fancy, because another drama joke. I added the fancy myself. And then we've got Smarties. I'm not gonna say anything else because I have people watching this
video.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, she has a class of 2020 thing because she's also a graduate.
We didn't put I have a boyfriend thing.
I didn't think about that. So, overall appeal, I feel like it works well together.
It's mostly blue.
It is mostly blue, yeah.
7, 8?
7 or 8, I don't know. Whatever you think. You can tell I would not have survived this on my own. A 7?
Yeah. You're more generous and I'm more...
Comedy factor, the fancy's a joke, the Smarties are a joke, but the rest kind of isn't. So I'd say it's a 4. I think it has more jokes than yours.
Yeah. It's just...
Okay. Consistency, it's
not very consistent.
It's not super consistent, but
5.
Again, I do think it works. So I'd say
6.
I'd say a 6.
Okay.
So we got 4, 6, and a 7. That's probably
6.
a 6 overall. Yeah.
For me and Riley.
Mina, you and Riley. It's because you're graduates and you have significant others. It lowered your score somehow. I don't know how that works. I literally had no idea that would happen. All right, so overall score, Mina got a 6. All right, so what do we got here? We've got Carlos had an 8, you had a 7, Joey had a 7. Who was after that? Mira? Kari. Then Mira.
Flip them over and look, genius.
All right.
You have them right there in order.
Yeah, Kari, then Mira.
And
then Riley, Talitha, Mina. Alright, so Carlos, Kari, and Mira had the highest score.
And then you
of
said Talitha
8.
was that second to last. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I want everybody to have this. Like, there's 8 of you. I think I can put people on different ones. So I'm just gonna, like, add points in my head to what I think is best. And then I'll rank you guys. Alright, so Carlos, what was it? Kari and Mira had
We're
8.
all 8, yes.
Carlos, Kari, and Mira had an 8. Alright, so of these 3, which do you think is the most aesthetic-y?
Most aesthetic-y or
the best
do I like
vibe? What do you think?
Most aesthetic-y or best vibe? There's a difference. Aesthetic is like which one's the most beautiful or pleasing.
Sure,
to the eye.
whatever. Which one
Make
do you
up your
think?
mind.
Which one do you think fits the best
What do you mean fit?
together? Which one do you think
Probably-
should be bumped up a little bit? Is what I'm saying.
I like Kari's the best.
You like Kari's the best? Okay, so Kari's, I think we can bump up to a 10. You want to bump Mira or Carlos up to a 9?
Oh, I don't know.
I do think Mira's looks more like an aesthetic, so I think
Yeah.
Kari's
Are we
going to
doing-
be a 10 out of 10. Mira's going
Good
to...
job, Kari.
Huh?
You said good job, Kari.
Good job, Kari. You have a good aesthetic, and you didn't even tell me anything.
She,
I just know
she's-
enough about you, I guess.
I picked most of those pictures.
Or, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I picked
But
all
I
but one
kind of
of
knew
those
what you were going to
pictures.
pick.
And
And then Carlos, or Mira's
are we
9 out of 10.
doing like 10 out of 10 or
Yeah.
9 out of 10, or are we like ranking them?
No, I'll rank them based on my own personal opinion.
So Mira and Carlos both got 9s.
No, Mira's a 9, Carlos is an 8. Carlos, you started off so well. But then again, you also didn't give me much, and I kind of had to make it up. Like, so did Kari, but Kari actually kind of has
Kari
an
has
aesthetic.
aesthetic.
Alright,
And
so
she
then
shows
you, Joey,
And
and Talitha have a 7. I'm super organized, guys. Can't you tell? Alright, so
I'm in this one, so I can't talk. It's just
I do think yours is the most aesthetic-y, so I'm going to give you the 7. You get the 7.
It's my second favorite number.
I think... Oh my gosh, this is hard. I like Talitha's better, but I do think Joey's colors work better together. What do you think? Who should get a 6 and who should get a 5?
Oh, I don't know. At first glance, his looks better, but once you like go and like look at it, hers seems more put together.
Yeah, I like Talitha's better. So Talitha's gonna get a 6. I got confused. And Joey gets a 5. Mina and Riley are last with a 6. I think they both kind of work color-wise. But I think Mina's is more of an aesthetic and Riley's is more just kind of random crap that we put together.
But like at first glance, it looks better. So
It
it's
does
Mina and
kind of
Riley.
look... So yeah, I think Mina's going to get a 4 and Riley's going to get a 3.
Sorry,
So
Riley.
sorry, Riley, you failed the vibe check. After...
Well, we're putting them in.
Yeah, okay. Now, based on my own personal opinions, and I will take the scores into account a little bit.
Oh, you are? Nice.
Yeah. So Kari had the best overall score in the end. You got a 10 out of 10. Highly recommend.
It's pretty nice.
But I think I'm going to pick based off of what I like. I am going to pick based off of what I like. And I think Talitha's is going to be my number 1.
Really?
Yeah, I think Talitha's is probably my favorite. Because we got all the vines. The bee thing cracks me up. And it looks pretty. So I think Talitha's going to get first place for me.
Okay.
And maybe that's just because I have a lot in common with Talitha. So, I think Mina's might be my second just because I do feel like a lot of this would also fit me. Like, this wouldn't. The Smarties doesn't really fit me. But I mean, the fancy I was also involved with.
They can't
Probably
see
not
it.
Friends because I'm not I've seen Friends, but I've not seen
You've
a lot
seen
of
the
it.
first season.
And I maybe wouldn't pick Lilo and Stitch for myself, but like,
It's a good movie.
I do think it all is good, and I do think it all like matches my personal likes and dislikes as well. So I think Mina's gonna be second.
She got a really low score. But
Yeah, it's like I said, my personal opinion and the overall scores are not necessarily gonna be the same thing. There's so many of them.
There's only 8.
Which one do I think is the next prettiest? Okay, so we've got 3 boys and 3 girls left. So we've got Riley, Joey, Carlos, Mira, Jade, or Kari. There's too many names.
If it helps, like, sort these first and then sort these and then, like,
okay, which one do I think looks the prettiest? I think Mira's is gonna be the next prettiest. So I think, Mira, you got it. You get the number 3 spot because it's pretty. I like it.
Are you gonna upload these to Pinterest so I can see them?
Yes, I am. I'm going to upload these to Pinterest so you all can see what I did in higher quality. So yeah. And then I think I'm gonna have to pick a boy next. And not gonna lie, I think Carlos's is the most aesthetic-y. That's probably because of, like, the essential oils and the, like, cool rocking chair photos. But Carlos, you get number 4 in ranking. Alright, so we got...
That sounds so strange. Like, Carlos got halfway through.
And he gave me nothing!
Well, he gave you more than some people.
Yes. I think Jaden is next because there's a lot of pretty color. I think hers works really well together, and I think it's an overall good aesthetic. So Jaden, you got 5th.
That's my favorite number.
Good for you. You got 5th.
And over here, 7 is my second favorite number.
I do like Kari's, actually.
Kari's
It's really pretty, actually. So, Kari, I think you get 6th spot, in my personal opinion. And just, like, what I would pick. Now we're down to Joey and Riley. Who is surprised that they're here? I am not. Not gonna lie. I don't know. I feel like theirs have a lot of similar elements somehow.
The faces.
Yeah, they both got guys with weird faces. I think I like a lot of Riley's jokes better because I was there for the Jesus is my friend, and I associate him with that because I was there. And the O'Reilly, I know you had no say in that. That was just, Jane was like, yeah. Riley. Also, I love that the picture of the drummer actually kind of looks like him, in my opinion. You can't really tell there, but I think, Riley, you're gonna get 7th place, which is not good. Don't...
He went from...
You're in a bad spot. You were low on everything. But you did rank higher, in my personal opinion, than Joey. Joey, yours is still great. I think they're all pretty good. But Joey, you got last spot. Mm-hmm. So, that's my overall ranking of everybody's aesthetics. I think they're all actually really fun. I had a lot of fun putting them together, even though I stressed over it a lot. It was still really fun to do, and I'd like to do something like this again.
They'll probably be getting these later.
Yeah, I'll probably give you guys these later. I'm talking directly to you guys a lot. The group chat, the people that I was doing here.
We should have, put, a logo on the top of all of them.
I should have, but I didn't think of that. But anyway, this is a lot of fun to make. I have some ideas for other things I should judge of you guys', so... this was super complicated and really long. We're up to almost 35 minutes. If you watched this long, you're a real one. Love you so much for making it this far. Yeah, this was a lot of fun to make. If I had more time, I would have maybe done a better job.
We came up with this, Wednesday?
Yeah, and it's Thursday night.
No, then we came up with it
It's Thursday night at 10:20.
Oh, it's 10?
Yeah. So, yeah. My mom got a light and I'm allowed to use it. So that's why it looks like daytime, kind of.
It's not this bright at day.
It's not. It's really dark outside, actually. Did the camera freeze?
Yes, it did.
I don't know if it's still recording.
There
it
we
is.
go.
Okay, cool. Yeah, our camera froze, so I don't know if it froze for you. I'll see that later. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this. Way longer than I thought it would be.
Really? Yeah, it's shorter than I was expecting.
Thank you to Jaden for helping me out, because I don't know what I would have done if I had to do this by myself. Again, I had a lot of fun making these. Thank you guys for watching, liking, subscribing, clicking that bell. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and like my Facebook page. I will put all the, the things that you have to type in to find me in the description.
Usernames?
Whatever. They're not the same. They're not called the same thing on all of them. Anyway, follow me there. I will put the board in the description if I can. I'm pretty sure I can. But just to be safe, if I don't, I'm sorry.
Look her up on
Follow
Pinterest.
me on Pinterest and you'll find it. Anyway, thank you for liking, subscribing. I said all that. Comment down below what you'd like to see from me next time. Also, the sign back here. Nobody gave me suggestions, so I made up something myself. Jaden, you want to go grab it real quick?
No, you do it.
Okay. I will grab it real quick so you can see it. But it fit the mood of this video. It says themes, aesthetics, and vibes. Oh my. Because I'm cringy. Anyway, thank you for watching. Comment down below what I should put on the board next time. Hopefully you'll be able to see it next time, because I will probably be back in my room
Yes, this is what
next time. Sorry for the camera shaking a lot, because it is doing that a lot. Anyway, there should be a subscribe button here on Jaden's face and more videos here next to me. So you can still see me. Alright, thank you guys. I'm dragging this out for no reason.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye! Say bye, Jaden. Bye!